we are going to work you guys today.
It's Saturday morning, but you won't find these guys sleeping in.
Grab a shovel or loppers or clippers.
Instead, they're grabbing gloves and garden tools. These teens are members of Brick Brothers, a club at St. Francis High School in Mountain View, California. And they've decided to spend part of their weekend pitching in to restore this redwood grove. Greg Buslani heads up the club.
I used to come down here when I was younger for birthday parties and all that stuff, and then it kind of started to go downhill, and so I'm just it interested me to restore it, get it back to what it used to be.
Over the years, the grove's developed two big problems. One, plants that don't belong here are taking over the area.
We came down here last year and I saw it, and it was all just covered in ivy and just didn't look half as what it used to be.
Two, the creek's bank's in bad shape and could easily flood. It's a situation that threatens the entire ecosystem, and it's something that these teens are here to do something about.
What we want to do is try to dig up the blackberry. This is the Himalayan blackberry here.
Junko Bryant is a restoration director with Actera, the nonprofit group that's organized this ongoing project.
This is one of our projects here, and we bring a lot of, obviously, students and community members out to pull weeds and plant plants.
Neil Ramachandran and Anshul Sitaram are both hard at work.
What made you want to come out here?
Just to help the environment. This is kind of like in our backyards.
Well, I just wanted to come here, represent my school, and clean up this redwood grove so more people could use it and show its beauty to the world.
One of their tasks is to get these unwanted plants out of here.
Got it. We just want to take them out so the native plants can regrow here.
The Himalayan blackberry is an invasive plant.
Invasive species threaten the biodiversity by outcompeting native plants that support our wildlife.
Those native plants provide food, like seeds and berries, that birds and other wildlife rely on to survive. All the way down to this guy, the banana slug. Time to give these guys a hand. And it definitely takes some muscle to get all the way down to the roots.
This is the deepest root I've ever dug.
Okay, so getting rid of invasive plants isn't just about protecting wildlife. It's also about protecting these.
The other thing they were concerned about down here is the health of the redwoods.
These giants need all the water they can get, but invasives absorb a lot of the water in the ground. This is what the redwoods need.
If you look out amongst the trees, there's plants under the trees, there's a ton of leaf litter, which we call duff, under the redwoods. And that's like a good layer of mulch. It feeds the soil, it helps the soil absorb water better.
Now it's time for Operation Creek Bank. It's also been a victim of invasives because their roots don't go deep enough to stabilize the soil. These guys are solving that problem like this. They're shoring up the creek bank using trees.
We were cutting down branches from a willow tree, and we're putting them into the ground over that hill to help erosion so it doesn't all collapse.
If you want to come in here and cut.
They're chopping them into 3 and 4 foot pieces. The whole idea is to plant them along the bank where they'll grow into trees. Joan Dudney is also with Actera.
The roots grow really deep and they create a network on the bank that will hold the soil in when there's flash floods or even rain.
Oh, so these will actually grow once they're put in? Wow.
The stakes will grow into new willows if we plant them correctly.
It's definitely work that requires your complete concentration.
You got to make sure your aim is on for this one.
So from cutting down trees to staking them into the ground and digging up these, it's all in a Saturday morning's work for these guys.
Everyone's kind of in their own shell these days, so just trying to help nature and help these trees continue to grow.
Weekend warriors leaving their mark on the planet.